Hello, welcome to my live stream, my build and chat live stream. My name's Dan. Oh, y'all know it? Now I can chew you out. Feel free. Apologize that you've missed my other streams. Let's see, mic is working. Good. Yeah. Uh, Let me double check my camera. Okay. Focus looks good. All right. So this is my build and chat live stream, building the Scorpion mask from Mortal Kombat 11 using Odin's template, Odin Makes template. And I know my last stream you saw me painting it white. It's yellow now. But don't worry, it may need another coat, and then I'll actually I thought it would, yeah, I thought it would be good to go ahead and just give it a coat of yellow because I actually plan on airbrushing some weathering on it. See how well that goes on stream. So yeah, this is about 1.5 to 2 coats in some areas. I know yellow needs more than one. It was white, painted white first, so yeah, I'm gonna get started on that. It looks like it might need just one more, but I'll see. And if you ever use yellow paint, and it doesn't really matter like how much you're gonna paint yellow, this will run down rather quickly because yellow requires multiple coats. It's one of the difficult colors to paint for some reason. I think red is another one. Red's hit and miss sometimes, but yeah. All right, so let's see, where is okay. Step away here. So Stockton Con is this weekend, and I'm going. I'm just going on Saturday. I believe Odin's going both days. Yeah, I'll just be the Saturday. I expect it to be rather chill there, not um, compared to Sec Anime, which is a bigger convention. But yeah, plan on taking the Death Scythe to as many well, local cons as I can at the moment. I don't know if I want to drive yet. Drive somewhere to go to other cons. The furthest one I might go to, I want to do Silicon. I want to try to do that one. I have um, I have people I know who live in San Jose or in that area, so maybe I can just stay with them. So I don't have to book a hotel. And if I do have to book a hotel, I think that will allow me to get what is it? I want to say premium pass, but that's not the word. Um, but yeah, well, I don't necessarily need to get in. Well, no, it's VIP. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to get in early. But yeah, at least I know um, my cousin-in-laws, I guess that's what you call them, live there. So I can room with them, maybe. I'll see. All right. So let's get painting this. Obviously it looks good on camera because you can't see the textures and paint blots and all that. So, let's see if I can clean this up. And then attempt to airbrush this, kind of weather it a bit. I was wanting to use black, mainly because the cloth I'm using inside it is black, so I won't have to worry too much about if I get paint on it. But weathering yellow with black could be too much. I'll see. Um, I'll see how I can set my airbrush. I'll use this as a test piece. I'll paint this yellow and then see how the black looks on it as well. All right. Henry Pod, it's looking really nice so far. Thank you. And welcome to my stream. This may be the... No guarantees, but this may be the last stream on this build. Because there's not too much left to do on it. After I get this yellow coat established a bit better, then I'll attempt to airbrush it, doing some weathering, and then I will apply a coat of... I have a gloss and a matte clear. I might do a gloss first, just because that goes on thicker, and then go over that with a matte. Because, you know, I don't want it to just be shiny. Stick a chopstick in there so I can hold it while I'm painting. So I did both of those sides ready. So how are you guys doing? How are you? What you been up to? Family stuff? Yeah. You said your sister was over? Oh, you went to her house. Okay. So with this mask, before I started painting it, I covered it in a kind of a light coat of Alex Flex, which is right here. This is a flexible spackle, which is fine to use on foam because it's, well, flexible. Then I sanded it down. It both seals the foam and gives you a good foundation to paint on. Then I painted it white so I can give it a good base to paint it yellow. Because yellow is a stubborn color to paint for some reason. Yeah, overall this build went rather smooth. the although the template was provided, it was provided for most of the key parts of this mask. There were still some pieces that you had to figure out and kind of do on your own. I had to watch Odin's video a few times just to see what those areas were and what I needed to do. But he lays it out fairly well most of the time. I mean, I understand that when you're making a build video that there's times where you don't show everything because it becomes too much, in terms of explaining things. I know that's what people want when they're especially when they're referencing your video and making your your prop. See, this chopstick isn't working too well. Because even in my Gundam videos where I'm building the pieces, I don't really describe too much of everything. Like there's a part when in the body video where I just say I add even more parts. I'm like, okay. I know the head or the helmet was a 30-minute video, but that's partly because I was explaining, it was the first video of the build, so I was kind of explaining the death scythe in it, like for those who have no idea what it is. And there are people who have no idea what it is, so, I can't assume that people know what stuff is. Mm, probably one more on this. It should be fine. Let me get a coat on here just as a test piece. Henry Pod. Brighter colors seem to be harder to paint for some reason. Except white. For some reason, white. I have no issues with white. My experience, anyway. Yeah, they are more translucent. Maybe we can go over writing scripts, Dan. It's been a while since I've done that in a video, but I have no issues doing that. It's kind of it's kind of fun composing the script as I'm editing the video, and the only problem is remembering, because sometimes when I'm um, shooting clips as I'm making a project where I know that these clips will have a voiceover, I have to remember which clips those are. But yeah, it takes time because I review everything, each and every clip. I don't have cameras rolling all the time. I know Odin does. He's got so many hours of footage to make his 15 to 20-minute videos, and from his different camera angles. So you gotta preview a lot. So I guess doing it like clip by clip or whatever, because the way I would do it, I would record a part and that's it, so it's just a bunch of small clips. So that's enough for me to just review each one and just see what I'm doing, come up with the script, and record myself. I try to sound natural, or try to make it sound natural when I'm reading the script. But I don't know, it sounds hard to do that. Looking back on my speech classes, especially in high school, I had a really good speech teacher in high school, and one thing he said was, when you're writing out your speech, um, put it in the style that you speak in, so that way it'll flow out of your mouth better because it's how you speak. So I try to do that instead of like, I cut the 6 millimeter foam 5 inches, and just robot. Henry Pod. But the suit turned out amazing, though. Yes, it did. Thank you. It is my pride and joy. It's over there on my, what I call my crucifix. Was That's what the stand looks like. See, I've got a hand here. This is the right glove. I have it's on a wooden hand right now, so it's got posable fingers. Oh, sorry. My bad. I'll be Schultz. Be sure to give this video one of these. That's a weird looking thumbs up. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Surprised it fit on here despite all the extra bulk from the foam on here. But yeah, pretty cool. This goes on my stand. So I got a piece of PVC screwed into the end there. But yeah, this will be the Death Site's second con ever. I've been to Stockton Con before, but that was what? I forget what year. I know it was over 5 years ago I went. Um, 2015, 16, 17? I forget. But yeah, that's the last time I went to a Stockton Con. So far, Sac Anime is my favorite. Not just because it's close. Well, Stockton is closest to me as well. I'm like in between both cities. But Sac Anime is nice. Um, I'll make an effort to go to the con floor with the Death Site because I stayed upstairs the whole time. So I should have gone downstairs last time. I'm sure some of the guests they had would see me and freak out, especially Brad Swale, the voice of Catra in Gundam Wing. And Catra and Duo ended up being like buddies. So, but yeah, Brad was kind of fanboying over me because I brought the head. On the Sunday, I didn't bring the whole suit. I just brought parts of it, but I brought the helmet, and he just like, whoa, yeah. So that's why took a picture with him with the head. because he was asking me questions left and right. Usually the fan does that, but no, he was doing that to me. So that was pretty cool. He's really cool guy. Let's see, how is this doing? Still sticky? Yeah. See, I do have two finishes here. This is Deco Art Duraclear. Just um, acrylic clear finish, polyurethane finish. These work really nice. The gloss, if you ever see he has it like up on his shelf, Odin, the Lego money that I made. I used about 4 coats of this on it, the gloss, and it's a tough finish, actually. Now, I know spray painting foam is not really ideal because it can crack, but on the entirety of my Gundam suit, I did spray paint clear over everything, but I miscoated it. I didn't go full on coats, just I wasted paint, miscoating everything. And miscoats are fine. Um, doesn't really do too much. It's not too much of a coat where you'll worry about cracking when the foam bends. So yeah, because most like spray paints are lacquer. No, not that. Most spray paints are an enamel, acrylic enamel, or even lacquer. Um, and those aren't flexible. If you do spray, you want to use an acrylic spray, just straight up acrylic spray. Pretty much this in spray form. Because when I was making the Death Scythe, I did spray paint the head, um, and then I was watching Odin's later videos and live streams, I believe, talking about that it's not a good idea to spray paint on foam, and that's completely after he finished his Gundam suit, which is all spray painted. But yeah, you can't really undo that. What I ended up doing with the head, because I did spray paint it and the foam did crack, I actually went over it with acrylic paint. And for somehow that seemed to help it. Um, it was a good enough flexible coat to cover the spray paint coat. And yeah, there's no cracking issues with it. You are still sticky. I cannot take a heat gun to this because I will just toast the fabric on here. And then it will be ruined. Will fit on like so. Sorry, my light's just blasting it, just washing it out. So that's the fit on a face. I'm really glad I made this. It really helps when you're making things that you're gonna wear on your face or your head or whatever. That's also based off Odin's pattern, which he has on the video of that. So check out Odin Makes channel. He makes some awesome stuff. He's also the reason my Gundam exists. Actually, he's the reason my Gundam exists in its um in its current form. A Gundam cosplay is something that I've always wanted to attempt to do. I'm a big Gundam fan, and then I found out people are making actual suits that they can wear. I'm like, holy crap, that's awesome. But if I didn't stumble upon his channel, I literally did stumble upon his channel. I still would have made a Gundam, but it would have been cardboard. And I know that probably wouldn't last long, unfortunately. But glad I stumbled upon this channel. All I did was I just I YouTube searched Gundam cosplay. And at that time, he had done the head of his RX-78. And found that in the search results, watched the video. I was just awe-stricken, you know? And never even thought of using foam. It wasn't even on my radar as a means to craft to make props and cosplay. But here I am now, just because I stumbled upon his channel. So thank you, Odin, if you happen to watch this later or at all. Thank you for doing what you do. Really, really, really appreciate it. Gundam leg. Eat it like a big turkey leg. I forget how much this weighs. It's probably it has some wood in it. Mainly here, inside here. It's just 1/4 inch plywood just to keep this nice and sturdy down here. But overall, the suit weighs probably 26 to 28 pounds. The feet are at least 4 pounds each, which is not bad. They don't have any wood in them, because normally when you see lifted feet on a cosplay, you know, the go-to material is wood. But no, the feet are solid foam. Feels wood, it'll probably weigh at least double, maybe upwards of 10 pounds each, which you would struggle to move in. You don't want that. But the feet are made from this. This is heavy duty kneeling pad. This is like 1.25 inch thick foam, just solid foam. And it's meant to take weight. So that's also what Odin, this is also what Odin used for his Gundam feet. He just stacked these up. But yeah, this is lightweight and it's solid. So no issues with dealing with the weight of the feet at all. I mainly have to deal with getting used to, getting used to having feet almost 2 feet long and being lifted around about 10 inches. So I have to learn how to walk in it. I pretty much walk in it as if I'm walking through thick mud. You know, you lift your foot completely up with each step. But yeah. I haven't worn it since Sac Anime. That was early January. So it'll be about almost a month. No, almost. I'd say at least a month and a half since I wore it. I enjoy it mainly because I'm showing it, I'm sharing it with everyone. I'm sure it looks amazing from their view. Doesn't look that great from my view because I can't see it. But I did make a stand for it that I can bring with me to cons when I'm not wearing it, and yeah, I can ooh and ah in it that way, or find someone my size to wear it. Should I have Felicia wear it if she's gonna be going? Nah, I won't force anyone to wear it. If they want to, they can. That's fine. Do not mind that. You just have to, if someone else wants to wear it, who can wear it, I'll have them probably put on the legs and feet and have them walk around, practice walking in it first, get a feel of it, and just tell them, remember how to move in it. Remember how to take your steps and whatever. And then if they're comfy with that, if they got used to that, then they can put the rest of it on. Still a bit tacky, but that doesn't look. Yeah, I'll put another. Still looking a bit uneven. So easy to breathe with this. No problems at all. That's good. You do not want air restriction. Yeah, the Gundam head isn't too bad. Grab it here. Yeah, it's not too bad. But what really does help are how I did the eyes. They're 3D printed, it's PLA, and the detail that you see, if you can see it, here, the eye detail that you see there, those are holes. And that's actually how I see through. And they also act as vents. Because when I'm breathing it, I can feel my breath going up. So at least there's ventilation up there. Is that on right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. And I'm glad I redid the chin. That chin looks way better. Nice and big and blocky. Rather than the little dinky crap that I had on before. Where can I put you for now? Set you right here. Nope, you're being hidden. Hmm. Ah! It fell. Stay. Okay. Go ahead and put another coat. You guys want some music? Let's see, what should I play? This is my original music, by the way. Used to make music back then, just for fun. These songs are old. I started doing this in 2008. So yeah, they're all over 10 years old. Uh, let's see, I'll play this one. This one's called Sentenced. Let me know if that's coming in okay. Decided to make music because I do have a music background. So I just wanted to see what I can compose. I might get back into making songs again. Just gotta find that creative flow again. That's good. I'll put a second coat on this piece. My test piece. I'll let that dry. So I'm just letting these dry. What I should probably do is get the airbrush ready. I think that's enough coats of yellow for that. Itty bitty compressor. Being daring. I think the airbrush on the live stream. The airbrush I have is a Master. I guess that's a brand name. It's got on Amazon. And it works fine. I had cheaper ones that came with this compressor, you know, as a whole set, and those airbrushes were shit. Kept clogging up and being so inconsistent. I haven't had too much trouble with this one though. This was, it's about $40. so it's considered a cheapie, but still, but it works fine. There's a nice range of adjustment. I can change the size of it if I wanted to, but I've just been keeping it as is. I got my airbrush cleaner, big old bottle. I actually use this as a airbrush medium as well. It works fine, just to thin the paint out of it. So the paint I'm using is actually RC body paint that's airbrush ready. It's Proline brand, so it's meant for polycarbonate, but I've used it on foam. It works just fine. Yeah, I do thin it out a little bit. But I just need to wait for these to set better, especially in my test piece, because I want to see how to set the airbrush to do some weathering on here. As you can see, I got some airbrush test marks on there just to test my settings out. Anyway, I hope you liked that song. Again, that was called Sentenced. The verdict has been reached. It's another one I can play. I think I played this one on my last stream. I'll play it again. This one is called Targeted. So when I'm making music, some of my songs I have are made from certain influences, like things that I hear. For this one, I was watching an episode of UFO Files, and I heard one of I was just listening to the background music, and one of them caught my attention. Like, wow, that sounds kind of cool. What can I do with that? Like, in terms of my own variation or version. So this is what I came up with. This one's called Targeted. Something fell. Oh, piece of pipe. How did I get backwards in my chair? I'm on a swivel chair. It goes backwards for some reason. No, my bit rate. I don't know if it's buffering on your end, but the little square is red on my OBS. It happens. Last stream, my camera just shut off. It's the first time it's done it. I do like this camera though. The Logitech Stream Cam. Have it set on 1080 and 60 FPS. Very smooth. Look at that. My bitrate is being a butt right now. 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 11,000, 18,000. Why? 20? Why? 22,000, 24,000. Ridiculous. What are you doing, computer? Now my bitrate has doubled. And it's green again. Yes. Thank you. Technology. Computers doing their thing. Anyway, I'm still waiting for this paint coat to dry, along with my test piece, so I can try out weathering it with black. See how well that goes. So I'll just throw in another song. This one is called Genjitsu no Iro, which means colors of reality. Okay. My test piece is fairly dry. See, I'm doing detail work, so. Barry Delvin, hello man, good to see you again. YouTube finally told me to get over here. Welcome, Barry. Love the context. Anyway, I am working on the scorpion mask. I got a good amount of yellow on it now. So now I'm just doing a bit of airbrush weathering, or attempting to. I'm attempting to airbrush on live stream. How stupid am I? If you want to know, the airbrush I'm using is just the brand is called Master. It's a well, they do have some models that are around $100. This one was 40, but it works fine. It works way better than what I've been using. The airbrushes that came with my compressor was just garbage. Trying to dial this in. Because it's yellow, I don't want the weathering to be too much. Mm, not so much weathering, but shading is what I'm trying to do. Really trying to. Fine tune the back knob here. Okay, I think that works good. Very Delvin. I made a Sub-Zero mask, but I formed acrylic so the paint just flakes off because I didn't prep the surface properly. Oh, what do you mean you formed acrylic? Seems like it's should be a little more, but if I take the top off. Heat and vacuum formed without the vacuum. Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you were talking about acrylic paint, but you formed it out of acrylic. I see. Without the vacuum. Then it wouldn't be called vacuum forming. I see. I was thinking of making Odin's Sub-Zero mask as well. We'll see. Now, if I screw up on airbrushing, I can always paint it back yellow. But if I screw up too much, it's gonna get thick. Thick yellow. So my biggest issue with airbrushing, especially when it's like shading and detail, trying to figure out where it's gonna spray. You know, like I can aim it at it and then start spraying, but then it's not spraying where I want it to. You know, because I don't know how to aim it. But if it gets, but if it gets thick, you can chip bits off and make it look weathered. Oh, but if it gets thick, maybe. I'm just trying to make it clean for now. One problem with trying to spray fine detail is that the needle gets dried out because there's not much going through it. I think that'll have to do. See, is this dry enough? Barry Delvin had that same problem, so I used a sacrificial bit of the same material and shot it to get a feel for the pattern. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of doing with this. I'm just trying to get it to spray a certain amount because I don't need anything too heavy on this. It's still a bit tacky. I'll give it some time. And then I'll recalibrate this because I know the needle will probably dry out. So, no biggie. By the way, welcome. I don't know if I said welcome to my stream yet. And yeah, if this goes well, this could be the last build and chat for this project anyway. I like the live streams. I like doing them. By the way, you notice my camera quality is way freaking better. See how smooth that movement is? And I'm using a Logitech Stream Cam. That's what it's called. And I really like it so far. It's been working great. It only turned off on me once for whatever reason. But other than that, it's been great. See, I'll throw in another song for you guys. Which one should it be? This is my original music. I started making music back in 2008. I don't have any metal, peach owl, but anyway. Let's see. Did I play that one? No. I haven't played some of these in a while. I forget how they sound. Yeah, sorry, mate. I've been out at work the last month, so I missed some of your streams. Well, that's fine. I don't expect you or, well, anyone to keep watching, but I do appreciate you being here. Let's see. This one is called Distant Call. Why? I had to come up with names for these. That was part of the fun with making songs. Sometimes I would come up with the title before I even started. I think most of the time I would make the song and then um, come up with a title later. Oh, 300 hours here, huh? That's late night, early morning. Well, you know what? Since it's pretty much around, well, I was gonna say midnight, but that's more like witching hour. I have a song called Midnight, so I'll go ahead and play that. Again, this is, I had to come up with a name for something for this song. That's just what it happened to be. So here's Midnight. Here, start spraying this. All right, here we go. Kind of dark, but not horrible. Oh, looks splotchy. Man, this is killer. I can just see Batman rising from the shadows. This. I had a orchestra background, so that's why this part sounds really good. Show you what I did. Some areas that I'm gonna redo. Got a touch of shading on it. Now I was watching TV with my mom. No worries. Welcome back. Looks killer, mate. Do you have any bend holes in it? Yes, I do. This is the back of it. Those areas that are cut out right there. That's what you breathe through, and works really well, actually. So that was midnight. It's actually an earlier attempt of my composition. I'm trying to make music. I just ate some sweet dumpling dough. So good. Hmm. Not working out too great. I want to finish out my Sub-Zero costume, but so many ideas, so little time. Believe it or not, I like the tunic pattern from the, dare I say, it Annihilation sequel. Yeah, whatever, whichever one you want to do, whatever's your favorite. I made the Death Scythe Gundams, and that wasn't even my favorite. Believe it or not. I mean, I like it. I like the Death Scythe, and I'm glad I did it. Trying to think. I think I like Sandrock more for some reason. But I chose the Death Scythe mainly because of um, the Gundam Universe figure. They really made it badass looking. And I saw this and I was like, this would be so cool to make as a cosplay. This version, this iteration of the Death Scythe. So that's what I did. Because the original design looks kind of, compared to this, it looks kind of dinky and wimpy and skinny. This one, they kind of beefed it up more in terms of the shape of certain things, making it look a bit more menacing. You know, I won't stop until you make Death Scythe Hell. What is that? I've never heard of that. What is this Death Scythe Hell? Are you making stuff up? Let me guess. Stairs? Well, I kind of painted over that side. It looks kind of funky, but it's because the yellow's a bit translucent. It might be okay. Gotta show you what I got. Got some subtle shading. I don't want too much. I think this is enough. So, sorry I wasn't airbrushing more. Felt like I was airbrushing my test piece more. Yeah, I know, I know. I know what D hell is. Just messing. Actually, let's see. Is it this one? Yeah, let me see. You need to set that paint job on fire. Why? I don't want to blow anything up or ruin anything. Now I'm not alone. I will say this, or maybe I shouldn't, but who cares? It's up to me anyway. I've been looking at Dead Scythe Hell, not the Batman. I'm staying away from that one. um, whether or not I'll actually do that one is yet to be determined, but I am looking at it to get my gears turning to solve certain problems and issues that may come up in building that cosplay. And I think I kind of solved some of them, some major ones. So, yeah, it is on my mind. I never intended to actually go forth and make it, but you never know. You never know. As I said, it's in the we'll see category. I just want to see you make one cosplay from each Gundam series. Oh my god. You want me to get kicked out of my house? Honestly, I can only like fit one. Uh, so I'm kind of glad I don't have a big space like Odin does. It keeps me from doing certain things, which is good in a way. But I do want to make more. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, you want me to get kicked. Because honestly, I only have like room in here to fit the Death Scythe. And if I make Death Scythe Hell, I don't have to make all of it. But then I'll have I'll have to deal with extra parts like a whole new upper body, the freaking armor cloak as well. Um, I know the forearms are different, but to make it easier, I might as well make brand new arms. Well, the wings are. I was reading that. There it is. Well, the wings are a wraparound for the Gundam. Yeah, still, but there's not too much room in here to put things. Um, yeah, I can make it and store it in here, but then I probably can't craft in here anymore if I make um, more parts. So no buts. You want to pay for storage for me? I don't want to deal with storage units. Yeah, very. That's true. Couldn't allow to transfer from one to another. That's true. The legs, thankfully, from the thighs to the ankle guards are exactly the same. The front skirt armor is exactly the same. The backpack, the lower body, the face and V-fin are exactly the same. So at least I didn't make Shenlong, and you guys want me to make Ultron. Those are kind of different-ish. You just need to make the wings. Yeah, I could just make the wings and then not have the shoulder tips because the shoulders are kind of just the normal shoulders without the other part to them, and those are removable. But then I won't have the rib cage body. Yeah, y'all ain't got the room for the extending dragons. They fold up, but yeah. If I did Shenlong and you guys want me to do Ultron, there's more pieces that I would have to make. Um, yeah, new lower legs. Um, the body is the same, although the color's different, so I would still have to make another body. Yeah, I understand the change to the death from the death scythe would be minimal, but there's trying to find out where and how to store parts in here. This is an 8 by 10 and it's full of crap. So I'm not Odin. I don't have a 20 by 30 full of crap. Sorry, Odin. Ace, you're entertaining the idea. Just give in and go for it. Okay, going to get reference and yay, hi Ace. How are you, friend? Okay. Welcome, Ace. I just got done doing a bit of airbrushing on my get over here mask, my scorpion mask. It's got subtle shading. You say that, Ro, but all I hear is a collaboration with Odin. I'm about to end the stream. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, I will probably end it in about half an hour or so. I'm at about an hour and a half into it. So now I'm just waiting for this to dry, to set. Then I can brush on a clear. Stuff the rest of this in here. It's looking good. Thank you, Ace. Yes. You've heard of Bumble Scorpion. What about Death Scorpion? It looks kind of sick. I was doing this yesterday. Barry Delvin. In all fairness, bro, if you're doing it for you, then awesome. But doing it for the fans, you won't enjoy it as much. I get that. But I think I would enjoy it. The only thing is, I would have a cosplay that has parts forming. If you're familiar with that term, it's mostly used for figures, where, especially with Transformers, some Gundam kits as well. The new high grade 1144 Wing Zero has parts forming. The feet, it comes with different feet to use for the jet mode. So that's parts forming. So when you have extra parts to have a certain look or whatever. And then the other problem with Dead Scythe Hell is I wouldn't know which one to bring. You know, like, do I want to bring that one or this one? Oh, I'll bring that one. Then when I'm there, I should have brought the other one, you know. Well, dang, no, you didn't. Mm, you learned that term from collecting the Pacific Rim figures from NECA. Yeah, I learned it from Jobby the Hong and all his Transformers reviews. I don't want to be hell. I don't want to be left behind because that means I got destroyed. See? This side doesn't want to be hell. Hell is a bad word. Well, so is death. Not as bad as hell. Classic Death Scythe rules. Yes. I actually started watching Gundam Wing again for whatever reason. I'm looking at everything more closely, both in the story and how everything looks with the animation and everything. It's really good for 94, 95 animation. That Scythe Hell has a nice head. I love the samurai helm he is. Yeah, with the white detail around. I know this is more basic. That's probably why they made it look more basic, because the writer or whatever knew it was gonna get upgraded. So that looks kind of cool. To be honest, I couldn't follow the story when I watched it as a kid. Yeah, me too. It was just all about like, where are the Gundams? Show the Gundams. And that was it. I'm following the story again. There's a shitload of corruption in the story. It's crazy. Like Oz is just horrible. Yeah, tricking both sides to become the pretty much the military power. You ever hear of one called Techno Man, aka Tekka Man Blade? Not familiar. To be honest, I actually don't watch a lot of anime. I watch it, but not like I'm not a that much of a fanatic compared to probably most of you. First there was Bumble Scorpion, now we have Death Scorpion. Right? What do you call this? Look it up. The mecha selling is so good, and agreed, mate. Neither am I, but it's one from when I was a kid. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. Tekka Man Blade. It sounds familiar. Yeah, that's a cool style. That's really cool. The the mecha design looks familiar, actually. Let me see who it is. Oh, okay, never mind. It looked familiar, but I don't recognize any of the names of the mecha designers. Yeah, I'm familiar with that figure. I know, and the HGAC of the Death Scythe Hell is coming out in May, I think. The model kit. So yeah, I'm getting it because I'm kind of just collecting them. I'm collecting some of them. I have all five of the original. I have a Leo and a Space Leo, or is that a Leo flight type? I forget which one. Got Wing Zero. Got. I think that's it. And then the five Gundams. um, no, Yonelith. I have the Gundam Universe figure. Tamashi Nation's Gundam Universe. I have the box right here. This is the figure I have. The figures, they're slightly redesigned by, I forget his name, Scott something, but I think he's an American, but just for this figure line. And he did a really good job with most of them. I like how he did the Death Scythe right here. Made it beefier, boxier, more, actually looks a bit more menacing, in my opinion. That's what my this is what my cosplay is directly made after. I did use some gunpla aspects, like with the ankle guards. On the figure, they're small and they're higher up. On the gunpla and the original design, they're bigger and they're set lower on the foot. So that's what I did with the ankle guards. But I still made them look like these. They're just set different. Does that make sense to me? And I like to look better. Here's a foot. Big old thing. Yeah, and figure, this is smaller and higher up. I wanted this to cover most of the foot and also to help cover the shoe. So that's why I made it that way. And I got underfoot detail directly taken from the figure too. This is what it looks like underneath. This is all textured rubber. The new Jordans are huge, yeah. Are these fakes or real? But yeah, these are um about £4 each. but you don't have side supports for the shoe, and the lesson is don't roll your ankles like I did. Yeah, I have to be careful when I walk in this because my feet tend to do that as well, especially my left foot. I just have to make sure my foot is just planted before I set my full weight on it. And I did get some ankle braces. I'll try them out. Um, I think my foot will still fit in the shoe with them, but I'll see how they do. They should help. I remember I really sprained my ankle a long time ago. When I was living with my parents still. I was on a deck and I was gonna step off of it, but I didn't know our dog dug a pit right there. So where I thought the ground was, it was even deeper, and I had no idea, and I just fell into it, and my foot just went sideways. I didn't break anything, but it was a massive sprain. But yeah, that hurt. I want to say that was my left foot, my left ankle too. So that's probably why my left ankle sucks. Thanks, dog. I'll be praying for you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I don't mind people stopping to want to take pics with me because that means I don't move too much. Can I see Miko? She's in the house. Not in the shed. I am in my shed. So sorry. Do I have a picture of her? Oh yeah, my lock screen. There's Miko. She's very white and in this background. Sorry. Yeah. You want to see her in the flesh? You want to see her flesh? That means I gotta rip her open and she's dead. Oh, I know what you mean. Sorry, she's in the house and it's kind of messier in here. She just got a bath too, so. Okay. I want to say that's good enough. So I'll just use the matte clear. See what's a good brush to use because they're all used. You owe me a picture at least when you get inside the house and relax for the night. Actually, we went to a brewery yesterday, and we brought Miko with us. So let me. Here, she's staring at the fire. It was a fire pit. Have you went for any electronics in Death Scythe yet? Now that she's complete? Not yet. Um, I plan to though. Right now, I'm just savoring the moment that it's just a suit to just put on and not have to worry about wires. But yeah, it'll happen. Here's another one she took and sent me. Upside down Miko. Like I do plan on adding not so much lights but sound in it. And I know how I'm gonna do that. I just have to do it. It will require me making another set of hands because that's how I plan on activating the sounds using momentary buttons on the fingertips. So I will have to make new hands for that. I already know that I have to do that. It's not like oh, I gotta make new hands, boo. I already know I am. I can't use my current ones. I already tried looking at those and I can't. I can't use those. So that's fine. I also want to try to make them look like the actual hands. Gundam Wing, some of the scenes they show the hand detail really well in that show, and it would be really cool to come up with something that really resembles the hands, the actual hands. But I will see what I can do with the hands. See, you can make that Scythel and make him extra pretty. So that Scythel is pretty. And according to Katra, Sandrock is beautiful. Parking it on the beachfront, letting all the flamingos lounge all over it. Let's see, where am I in the series? Because I started watching it again. Zex and Hiro fought again in Antarctica. Hiro using heavy arms. Um, what was the last episode? Ace, have you thought of using magnetic reed switches? Less chance of accidentally pressing buttons. Just a thought. Um, I have not. I'll look into that though. But I did plan on using like tiny momentary buttons, and if I press them on accident, I press them on accident. It's fine. Ah, oh, good, that dried already. So I'm just using the matte clear on this. I'm not using the gloss. I really like um, this stuff. This Deco Art Duraclear. This is their Ultra Matte polyurethane Ultra Matte varnish. And it's acrylic. So it's perfect to use. From that line, I would say Epion and Heavy Arms are my fave. Yeah, Epion is cool. Magnet in your thumb, a reed switch in each finger for a different effect. Okay. So it's a switch that gets activated by a magnet. So when my finger gets close to the magnet, it'll activate the switch. Is that how that works? That's interesting. If I remember, during one of my live streams when I was still working on the Death Scythe, there was someone on who talked about um, them making an Epion cosplay. I haven't heard anything more from that. I'd like to see it. I've seen some. There are some Epion cosplays on online. Oh, this gets just really matte, doesn't it? When it dries. That's cool. Alright, I think that's good. I'll let that set. So that's how it looks. As you can tell, it got matted up. It's no longer that shiny. I think it turned out really good. I might put another coat, and then I just have to put straps on it. I might just steal it from a mask. That's fine. I'll make it fit kind of tight on me, which means it'll probably just be snug on my friend. So, yeah. Let's see, it is pretty much going to be 8 o'clock my time, Pacific time, California time. And I'd pretty much call this done. It could use another coat of that. Maybe I will. Off the stream. And then put straps on it and then call it done. Magnetic fingies. Okay. But yeah, I'll look into those reed switches. So yeah, I pretty much call this done. Looks good to me. It has a shine or a bit of sheen to it because my light is just right there. So that's how the camera is capturing it. Yeah, this turned out really nice. You can't see the flaws on camera. But yeah, I'm happy with it. And I think she'll be happy with it too. The subtle shading on it looks good. At least it doesn't just look like a straight yellow. which would probably be weird. So, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this build actually. I had a feeling this would probably be my last build and chat for this project anyway. I'll be having more with the Death Scythe, so don't worry. I'm not neglecting that thing. I'm just kind of unwinding and getting my head in the right spot so I can continue um, doing what I want with the Death Scythe. Yeah, we meet your friend. She lives somewhere else, so and would love to see her full cosplay. No, she just wants a mask. Actually, she's not doing a full cosplay of Scorpion. 'Cause I went over to visit and I was saying that Odin made both Scorpion and Sub-Zero mask. And I asked that because I looked over on her shelf and I saw Scorpion and Sub-Zero figures. So I was like, oh yeah, Odin made masks of those. Which one would you like? She said Scorpion. So that's why I made this. Figured I could do some live streams building it. My last one was shit because my mic was off for like half an hour. And if you're watching, it's a Gundam 79. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Yeah, I appreciate that. I thought I unmuted the mic because I have like a number of bars here under my audio mixer. I guess I got it mixed up and clicked the wrong one. So, anyway, Scorpion mask. So I'll go ahead and probably throw another coat of this on there and then put straps on it, and that'll be it. But that's going to be it for this stream. Thank you for joining me, hanging out, checking out my music as well. I may get into doing more songs. I got to get into that creative flow because I need to be in a creative flow to do anything. Ace, thanks for having us. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. I don't expect too many people to tune in, so anyone who tunes in, I do really appreciate. Um, yeah, so Yonalith, I'm glad I can make it. I'm glad you could too. I know when I stream during the day, it's tough for you, especially on weekends. You need to make just more stuff. Yeah, I'd like to. Um, I have something in mind that I want to make. Well, a couple things. One of them might be an actual video, though, not a live stream. So the other one I could do a live stream on, but I'll see. Um, let's see. There's only Yonlith and Ace on. What would you prefer, video or live stream of me making a beam saber? I was thinking of a video, but I can do either or. Yonlith says live stream. Okay. Got another polycarbonate tube here, waiting to get used. along with an aluminum sleeve. I need that. You need one of these? Yeah, I just got it on Amazon. I'd show you my beam saber, but it's in the house, the one I made. Link, please. Let's see. I'll link that real quick and then I'll get going. Where be? Where be that? I'll send it to you on Discord, Yanalith. Actually, I'll just put it in the... I'll just put it here. You need 2 for a lightsaber you want to make. Okay. That ultra matte really makes it ultra matte. Looks really good. All right. Enough lollygagging. Thank you for tuning into my stream. I appreciate it. Those who were here, and for anyone watching in the future, thank you. And I'll see you whenever I stream again. If I come up with a certain project, maybe Beam Saber, like I said. But yeah. Where'd that go? Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in. And take care, guys.